Right now, federal workers are bracing for the uncertainty of what's next after the Supreme Court cleared a temporary path for the Trump administration to pursue plans for mass layoffs. The New York Times reports, for now, workers remain in limbo, this time waiting for their agencies to decide who stays, who goes, and when. Many government employees have described the protracted uncertainty as a stressful, nightmarish slog. Joining us now, Everett Kelly, National President of the American Federation of Government Employees. Thank you so much for joining us. What concerns are you hearing from federal workers as they try to navigate all this uncertainty?
Well, thank you, Chris, for having me. The concerns that federal employees are having is the uncertainty. 1 minute, the judge rules that, that what the president is doing is not right, is illegal, and the next minute the Supreme Court says, okay, we're going to grant this stay, and the government can continue to go along with these rifts. Now, we think that is very unfortunate that the Supreme Court has made this determination. We think that no president should have unchecked power, and we still think that it's illegal. We still think that we have a great case, because the judge did not rule on the merits of the case, and that's a good thing. So we will be able to continue to pursue this case in the courts.
I guess the question is, what happens in the in-between? What happens between now and then? We were speaking earlier about it's much easier to eliminate a department or fire workers than it is to rebuild a department and bring people back.
And that's a true statement. But now, this is what I want to say. These agencies have an opportunity. They are working from Elon Musk's plan, but they can actually use their own judgment and make plans and determine that they want these agencies to work in a way that's beneficial to the American public and to the American people. So I think that there is an opportunity here for the secretaries and the directors to do what's right here.
Can you tell us some individual stories that you've heard? Help us to understand, because sometimes this can be just a big number and people can lose the individual humanity of the impact this is having on not just federal workers, but their families.
Just imagine, if you were Chris, sitting down at the dinner table. Okay, up until yesterday, these employees were feeling very good about their employment. But now they're sitting down at the dinner table and they have a RIF letter and their stack of bills, side by side. And they're wondering, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do now? So this is the reality of what these federal employees are facing right now.
The Trump administration believes, I know you know this, that it's making government more efficient. And there does seem to be not a lot of disagreement that, yes, the federal government, every government can reassess how people are utilized, how people are employed. But is it fair to say that not every worker is a necessary worker? What do you say to Trump folks who say there's a better way to go about this?
I say that, it's time for us to sit down and talk about, what is the best ways to approach this. Now, to say that it's about efficiency is, from where I sit, is not correct. Because what's happening with the federal workforce is clearly about retaliation, because they have been standing up saying that this is not right. I should have a right to voice my concerns. And if this administration is saying, if you do, then we're going to punish you. That's my assessment. But do I think that we can sit down and have conversations about whether or not there's wage fraud and abuse? I think that there is an opportunity for us to have those conversations.
But no one's asked you to have that conversation.
No one has asked, no.
Everett Kelly from AFSCME, thanks for coming on the show. We'll continue to follow this story and what's happening to your workers. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, Chris.